Hello, world. Warmest welcome to World Humanitarian Drive's Inspiring Millions Show. This is the show where we celebrate brilliant minds from around the world who share with us their story, one story at a time, ready to spread fun, laughter, and good cheer. Our special guest is Mike Unson, Filipino stand up comedian, writer, and translator. We'll get to know his inspiring story in a short while. Thank you for joining us live or on replay. I'm Vivandrado Flynn, your host and Global Media Relations of World Humanitarian Drive. World Humanitarian Drive, also known as WHD, is an international NGO founded in Croydon, UK, by British Indian global peace activist, entrepreneur, writer, Dr. Abdul Basit Saeed. The primary vision of WHD is to promote peace, education, and trade harmony initiatives globally among everyone across the world, regardless of race, gender, religion, or nationality. Living as one family, WHD is striving for humanity. This Inspiring Millions show is your show. As always, we encourage you to engage and interact with us. Please help us spread inspiration to the world by sharing this link. Join our discussion by putting in the comments box your comments, greetings, or questions that you would like to ask our guest, Mike Unson of the Philippines. We would love to read them later on in the show. Wherever you are in the world, let us keep you company and brighten your day as we share love, peace, goodwill, good humor, and fun. Happy first day of April, everyone. For many of us, April 1 is known as April Fool's Day, a day to spread laughter, pranks, jokes, and fun. Did you also know it's International Fun at Work Day? Today, we're joined by our special guest who makes fun and laughter his line of work, and that includes bringing the house down. Mike Unson is a man of many facets. Veteran stand-up comedian, 2016 Aliw Award Nominee, three-time Toastmasters Division champion, and two-time district first runner-up, writer, translator for a major TV network, former TV and radio host. Let's all welcome one of the finest comedians from the Philippines, Mr. Mike Unson. Mike, thank you very much for joining us today. How are you, Mike? Yay, how are
Good, I'm
you?
good. Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me here. But thank you for the intro. And just to clarify, people, Aliw Award Nominee means that's a positive way of telling people that you lost that particular year. But yeah, hi to all your followers here on the Inspiring Millions show, and of course our friends from World Humanitarian Drive. And I'm happy to be here.
You'll definitely win a lot more awards soon anyway. So, Mike, let's get started. Could you please introduce yourself to the world and share a brief story about you?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone, I'm Mike Unson, and for all our friends from Inspiring Millions show, I know exactly what you guys are thinking. I have no idea who this guy is, so it's the perfect time for me to get to know you all. So I'm a stand-up comedian from the Philippines. I've been performing since 2003. And prior to being a stand-up comedian, I was a stage manager for ballet productions. And although I enjoyed that job very much, at a certain point I experienced burnout and decided to take a break. And that's when, uh, how do I explain this? That's when I ended up doing stand-up. Actually, I started doing improv comedy first, but then my director back then figured I'd be better doing stand-up comedy than improv. He would tell me, just do stand-up. That way you're by yourself on stage. You don't have to interact with other actors. So,
So Mike, you already gave us a short background of this, but what really got you into comedy, into stand-up comedy? Maybe you could tell
Hmm.
us more about it.
Yeah. That's an interesting question. And I don't know, but growing up, I've always been a fan of stand-up comedy. I would watch episodes of Saturday Night Live and Seinfeld. Seinfeld was one of my favorite shows growing up. The Simpsons. Of course, locally, I would watch a lot of comedy movies and shows with Tito Vic and Joey, just to name a few. Tito Vic and Joey. Who else? Like Bad Bananas, stuff like that. And at a certain point, I can't remember exactly what year, but my sister had an activity in school where they had to attend the stand-up comedy show. So she was like, "Hey, we have a school project. We have to watch a stand-up comedy show." I think her org sponsored a stand-up comedy show, and so I got excited because I've never been to a stand-up comedy show in the Philippines at this point. So I went with my sister, and when we got there, it turned out to be an insult theater type of stand-up comedy show. And although it was a lot of fun, but I was my reaction back then was this isn't really something that I like. It's a legitimate art form. The comedians were very talented, very witty, but I was thinking I don't really enjoy the whole uh, performer insulting the audience thing. So, little by little, I started writing my own jokes, and but I wasn't really planning on becoming a stand-up comedian yet. This was like it's probably like early 2000, sorry, late 90s, I think, or late 90s, mid or late 90s. And then eventually, like I mentioned earlier, I got tired of doing stage management for ballet. I took a break, and that's when I hooked up with my college professor, who is actually an improv director, and they were forming an improv group for this new comedy club that they were going to put up. So I thought it was going to be one of those transition jobs. I was thinking, okay, I'll do this for a while until I get back to stage management or whatever it is that I want to eventually do. But when the improv thing didn't work for me, I started doing stand up, and that was it. I got hooked, and that was late 2002. Then by early Feb 2003, I did my first open mic, and it was terrible, of course. And then after that, I just kept on writing and doing more people watching because that's how I gather material, by watching people. And then by my second show, uh, I had the material I wanted to do, and that was it. I just kept going to whatever available open mic or event where I could. So there.
So you just kept on improving with every improv that you did and also experience watching, and you've developed the way you do your
Yeah, I
comedy.
would actually videotape. Uh, I would actually videotape my. I had this high eight camera because this was a time when cell phone cameras weren't a thing yet. So I had this big high eight camera, see the and every show and watch it right after. So I got home. So after doing a show, the minute I got home, I watched my video and start writing notes. And eventually,
Oh, I think Mike got disconnected, or he's just gonna reconnect again. Anyway, I'm gonna share a video from Mike's performance before, just or is he back already? Is Mike back? Okay, Mike's back.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Mike.
It's good.
Okay, so Mike, there was something controversial that happened this week about the Oscars night with Will Smith and Chris Rock
Hello, hello.
about a joke. Hello, Mike?
There, there.
Yeah, so Mike, are you still there?
Hello.
I think yeah, I'm here. Uh should we play a video first? Or um wait, how do we do this? Okay, so while oh there, Mike, you're back? Hi, Mike. Please unmute. Yeah, thank you.
There.
Okay, much better now. Yeah,
I think
because
it started
internet
raining
connection.
again.
Oh, when it starts raining, internet connection slows down. So there was something controversial that happened this
Third
week
world
about,
problems.
yeah, third world problems. Anyway, about the Oscars night with Will Smith and Chris Rock about the joke. So, Mike, what do you think that comedians should not joke about? Are there any taboo topics to avoid? What would you rather not joke about?
Uh, well, in my case, you watched me like a few times at Fart and in other venues. I just follow the simple rule. I never joke about things that people would be uncomfortable talking about at the dinner table. So I don't talk about anything gross. I don't talk about if ever I would mention sex in a joke, it's because it's incidental, but never, you know what I mean. I don't do political jokes, and I don't do a lot of riffing. Riffing is when you start talking to your audience and try to get material, like what Chris Rock was doing for that particular bit. So I'm not really a fan of riffing. So I guess it really depends. It depends on the venue where you're performing at. But basically, I just try to be mindful about topics that people might be uncomfortable with, and I try to stick with observational, everyday things because it's been my thing ever since from the time I started. I wanted to do wholesome comedy, and I've pretty much stuck with that.
Yeah, you really do wholesome comedy and you don't use swear words.
Yeah, I
It's all
do occasionally, but it's incidental swearing. Uh, Incidental meaning, it's something that just came out. It's not the punchline of the joke. So yeah, but yeah, I try not to as much as possible.
so Mike, what do you love most about being a comedian? What's the best thing about being a comedian?
Yeah. Well, I get to go to places that I wouldn't normally visit. Like, I pretty much traveled the entire Philippines because of stand-up comedy, and I've met a lot of crazy people, crazy in a good way. Like, when you're a comedian, you meet people who like to laugh, and most of them are also funny. So I meet a lot of funny people, and I meet uh, people of all ages. Like, I have friends who are in high school, college, senior citizens. Like I have a very diverse list of people on my phone book, different ages, sometimes foreigners even. Like when I would do open mics yeah, I used to perform in Intramuros a lot, and I met a lot of foreigners. Like I remember I had a regular guest who worked for the Czechoslovakian embassy, and they'd always be happy because I do my shows in English. Well, mostly English. Sometimes I'd say I do my show in like 70% English, 30% Filipino.
That's good to know, Mike. And that you travel around the Philippines doing shows, but then it's just COVID times right now. So things have changed a bit. You're also doing online shows as well from time to time.
Yeah, yes, yes. Because when the pandemic started, the lockdown started in March 16, and the last show I did, I'm not sure if it was the last week of Feb or first few days of March. I can't remember right now. So I of course because of the lockdown I couldn't do any live shows, and then I got a call from one of my friends who was working for who had a cousin who was working for a live streaming company, and he told you in she's asking if you'd be interested in their live streaming format. I heard Kumu for the first time and started doing stand up via their app, and it was really strange in the beginning performing stand up for an invisible audience because there's I would actually use a laugh machine. I had this toy a toy I got from in different uh different types of laughter, and I would use that.
So, Mike, I'm just going to
Hello?
read through the comments. Hello? I'm just going
Sorry.
to read through the comments
Yeah,
of
yeah,
our
sure,
virtual
sure. Go
audience.
ahead, go ahead.
So, Dongi Gra, he's saying very inspiring. So, he would like to know how long does it take to prepare a one-man stand show? A one-man show.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, how long does it take and how do you prepare for a
Uh,
show?
sorry, is how
Yeah.
long does it take
Does
to
it take?
prepare
Yeah.
jokes for a show?
Yeah, I
Like
guess.
a few years to a few months if you're good. But well, to give you an example, I was able to write my first hour. It took me, I think, 4 years or 4 years to write my first hour. In the beginning, I was doing just 50 of stand up, and then no, sorry, not no, no. It took me 2 years to come up with a 45-minute set, and then a few months after that, I was able to do an hour. So, and then I have some jokes that I progress. Like I've already performed them several times, but I still edit these jokes from time to time, especially when the references become obsolete. But it takes a lot of time. If you watch the documentary Comedian with Jerry Seinfeld, it took him 6 months to create a brand new set. I think he created uh, took him 6 months to write a new hour, a brand new hour of stand up. But that's him, and he's pretty good. So I think for me to come up with a brand new hour, it would take me another 2 years. So so far, I've been stuck at home because of the pandemic for 2 years. So who knows maybe the next time I go up on stage, I have a brand new hour for everyone.
Yeah, that's great. And then, so Mike, how do you prepare for a show? How do you come up with new material?
Uh, well, if I'm gonna do a show, uh, before doing a show, I would write a set list at home. So uh, I would normally use jokes that I've already performed several times. Like I would never go to a show and use nothing but new jokes. It always has to be a mixture of old old jokes and some new ones because I sandwich the new jokes with the older jokes. So before I show, I have to figure out what jokes I want to use. Sometimes, if let's say the producer or whoever is hiring me has some information about the type of audience, I use that info to tailor fit the material I'm going to use. But yeah, it takes a lot of writing, planning, and of course, on the day of the show, I try to go at least an hour early so I could scout the crowd. Sometimes I would even walk around and listening. I would listen to people, what they're talking about, try to figure out what they're into. Sometimes I would make friends with some of the people before the show. So I'd be like, hey, I'm performing in a bit. Please laugh at my jokes, or I'm gonna say hi later. Yeah. But it takes a lot of writing and observing people. Yeah.
It also takes a lot of effort too, all the preparation that you make
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
show.
definitely. Yes, yes, of course. And of course, you also have to watch your health. Like for me, for example, I don't drink before a show, or if ever I do, it's just one drink. But I try to, get enough sleep before performing, and as much as possible, I want uh, to be very relaxed before going up on stage because it's kind of nerve wracking, especially the bigger the audience, the more nervous you get.
So I'm going to read more comments from our virtual audience,
Yeah, yeah,
people
please,
saying
please
hi.
go ahead.
There's
Hello.
hello. Wayne is saying greetings from Manila. Iya Peñalosa Prado is saying hi, Mike.
Oh, hi.
Girly,
That's my good friend.
hi, good friend
And
of Mike. Yeah. And then Girly Villanueva is saying hello. And then Happy
hello,
is saying
girly.
hi, Girly. And then Tita Girly. And then Happy is saying, could you share with us some of your jokes? How about like this? What if we share a video of Mike
Hosting.
performing? Do you have a joke, Mike, or shall we share a
Yeah,
video?
yeah.
Let's share a video first. Let's see.
Yeah, just share a video.
Um, we could actually we could a video of Mike doing his show here.
Yeah. This house. This is a show from this would be
Is it working?
2006. A long, long time ago.
I think it's better if Mike shares his joke. That's our April Fool's joke today. Mike, do you have a joke to share? I think the video wasn't working. Mike, are you still there?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Was the
Your
video
video
working?
froze.
Yeah, it froze. So just get back to the video. Is there anything you'd like to share as a joke? Or let's see if we could get this back. Mike? Let's see.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, I think the April Fool's Day joke is that the internet is playing
Yeah,
prank
yeah,
on us today.
exactly. Happy April Fools from the internet company.
Yeah, especially in the Philippines. I mean, it's
Somebody
fluctuating.
trying to uh, hack your show. No.
Okay, so is there anything you'd like to share or your favorite?
The
Yeah,
so when I watch the player, and I have all these cuts because of the news disconnections.
yeah. So let's see if we could give this another go.
Hello,
This is actually a
hello,
weird joke.
hello. Okay.
So you can hear people laughing at your jokes as well because they're really funny. Like, hello, Mike? I think he just froze a bit. Are you still there, Mike? Yeah, I think our internet is just playing tricks on us today. Mike, so what do you consider has been
I
the
give up.
highest?
No,
What do you consider the highest high and the lowest low of
no,
your
the lowest
stand-up career?
point is
It's when the internet, like on April Fool's Day, when it fluctuates. This has got to be funny. Mike, are you still there?
sorry.
Are
This
you
is
still
where
there,
you
Mike?
got disconnected. Hello, hello. Can you hear
I'm still
me?
here. Yeah, I'm still here. You're still there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Happy April Fool's Day,
okay.
everyone. Hope you're
We're
all
back.
having
We're back.
fun. We're playing some pranks on you by having fluctuating internet. So, Mike, what do you consider the highest high and the lowest low of your stand-up career?
Highest high, lowest low. Hmm. Dun dun dun. I guess the lowest low would be the pandemic because well, it pretty much ruined everything. Like beginning the other guys who I perform with regularly, we were planning. We already had our calendar planned out. Like we were about to do a. Actually, we were about to do a Friday the 13th show with one of my good friends, Carl Del Prado. He's also a stand-up comedian, and uh, uh, he was supposed to headline the Friday the 13th show because finally he told me that at this point he was confident enough to do 45 minutes to an hour So I told him, okay, go. You're headlining the show for Friday the 13th. And then this was when the government announced that there's going to be a lockdown by Monday, and people, people going out, and for the first time in years, because I think I danced show once, and this was during Oy in 2000, uh, 2008. I think Ondoy was 2008, and in the many of uh, in my many years of doing stand up, I've only had to cancel a show once. So that particular show, March 13, was the second time that I had to cancel a show because like some of my customers were no longer come to go. They were saying, "Now let's just be safe. Let's just stay at home." So that's a running joke I have that started the lockdown. 'Cause-
Yeah, it's been tough for
Hello?
many people. Yeah, the lockdown,
Yeah.
COVID times, and we're still experiencing it. We're in the middle of COVID times still. And then, so what has been the highest high of your career?
The highs would be, well, of course I've had shows that I really enjoyed, but I think the thing I'm most proud of about my stand-up comedy career is the fact that I get to connect with friends and fans. Like for example, last night I was talking to uh, someone I last saw in 2010, and yeah, I'm happy that I'm still in touch with a lot of random people who I met at my performances, and that's really what I consider uh,
We have
being
some
able
of
to meet a lot of people and being connected with them despite not seeing each other for a long time. And yeah,
so we have our virtual audience, Dina Dispo. She's watching as well. So hi, Dina. So Mike, you were a three-time Toastmasters Division champion and two-time district first runner-up. Toastmasters International helps people master public speaking, improve communication and leadership skills. So let's just wait for Mike. So let's read more comments. There's Mar V. Mang saying hello. And Tongi Gra is watching from Apo Island, Philippines. Happy Andrade is watching from NCR, Philippines. And so we're just gonna be waiting for Mike a bit. So right now, well, I think the internet's just fluctuating in the Philippines. So we're just gonna wait for him just for a few more minutes. Let's see. So how is this so far? Are people enjoying? How is your April Fool's Day so far? You can comment below. Can I see your comments? How's your April Fool's Day? What's the prank that's been unforgettable for you, or jokes that you really enjoy? Send us your comments. Okay, so let's try to give this another go, the video, if it's gonna work. Just show this video first. Do this. Okay, we have a greeting from Marvi Myang. She's saying Happy April Fool's Day. Yeah. Okay, we have a greeting. It's working. Yeah, it's just Mike's connection is just a bit strange tonight because it's April Fool's Day. Okay, so does anybody have any jokes they'd like to share? Oh, Mike is back. Hi, Mike. Welcome back. Yay, Mike's back. So, Mike, welcome
Sorry,
back.
my trail of thought. I've lost my trail of thought.
No worries. So, Mike, yeah, you're a three-time.
There are agents in the comment section.
Yeah. So, Mike, you're a three-time Toastmasters Division champion and two-time district first runner-up. Yeah. So, what is your tip in overcoming stage fright? Hello? Hi. Hi, Mike.
Sorry,
How
you
about,
froze. I
oh,
didn't hear the last question.
okay.
Sorry.
So let's probably just
There
go
you go.
to, yeah, okay, thanks. So, Mike, let's just talk more about laughter now. What is the importance of laughter in today's world, do you think?
So it's important. Well, for to learn to laugh at yourself or to laugh at bad situations. I'm not saying that we should be insensitive to what's going on, just laugh at everything, but try to find the funny in certain situations. Like if something bad happens to you, instead of dwelling on it, just try to look for the positive in that particular situation and just learn to laugh at it, laugh at your mistakes, like that kind of a thing. And a lot of people now are so uptight. You have a lot of people fighting on SOCMED, fighting with each other, and yeah, everyone should just chill out, watch a comedy show, laugh with their friends, with their families, and relax.
Yeah, definitely. That's good tips. Like laugh at things that you can't control as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the month of April is also Stress Awareness Month. So laughter also eases stress.
I didn't know that. Stress Awareness Month. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
No, I didn't make it up. I
This
actually have
whole
a
time
month
I'm
for
talking to you,
everything.
you have all these events, and I'm like, did Viva just make these things up?
Yeah, and
Oh,
would
by
you
the
know?
way, oh, sorry. By the way, if ever, let's say you do something wrong at work and Miss Sarah Wilson gets mad at you, don't laugh, okay? Yeah,
So,
but Stress Awareness Month. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that. So I learned something new today, guys. April is Stress Awareness Month. And actually, Viva, stress is the doctor's answer for a lot of things. Like, let's say, I remember a few years ago, my blood pressure went up and I had to go to the doctor. And they couldn't explain why my blood pressure was going up. So they did some tests and everything came out normal. Long and short of it, they made me take, I had to start taking maintenance medicine, my blood pressure, but they were telling me that it was a stress related thing. So stress, and to avoid stress, yeah, should do a lot of fun things. So if you're feeling stressed out, do something fun. what's your favorite show, what's your favorite movie, play a video game, book, or whatever.
Yeah, and today is actually have fun at work day as well. I didn't make that up.
See, another day, another event you made up. Have fun at work today.
It's people who
Yeah,
celebrate
but I
it.
love your job. Think have fun today. It's every day for you. Like enjoy what I do. So my have fun day is a daily thing. Have fun. What so what else do we have for April aside from stress awareness? Sorry, what was that? Stress awareness month and have fun at work day.
Yeah, it's also Planet Earth Month because of
Okay.
Earth Day on the 22nd of April. So it's like there's always
Yeah.
events
I have
popping
a
up.
yeah. Earth Day is when Earth Day Earth I remember I was about to do a show at a certain venue and they were celebrating Earth Hour, so all the lights were out.
Yeah, they also do that for Earth Hour. I think that was like last month or yeah. So, Mike, how about when you tell people that you're a comedian, what is their reaction?
It depends who I'm talking to, but the funniest reaction is normally I get really weird reactions. Like when I was still, I met some people when I was working for this ballet school. I mentioned earlier that I used to be a stage manager. So a few years ago, I bumped into one of the parents, one of the dads of our one of our students at the ballet school, and he asked me, uh, what was I doing during that time? And I told him, oh, I'm a stand-up comedian now. And then he said that I wouldn't have been as shocked if you had told me you were an astronaut, but stand-up comedian. It's like, he couldn't believe it. It's like he thought I was joking. So normally, yeah, when I tell people that I'm a comedian, either they don't believe me at first, or they ask if I'm funny, or if I could tell them a joke. But yeah, it's not really it's not really the most common job here in the Philippines. So especially when you're at the family reunion, they're always expecting you to either be a lawyer, doctor, teacher, or one of the more traditional professions. So when I tell them that I'm a stand-up comedian, I always get the oh, but I've gotten used to it by now, so it's fine.
That's great. So I'm also reading more of our comments from our virtual audience. So it's like they've got their own jokes that they're posting. Tonggi
Okay,
Gra say, where does a
sorry,
sick
sorry.
pony go? Where does a sick pony go? Where do you think Mike went?
To the vet
To the vet? His answer is to the hospital.
or hospital. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a wordplay joke.
yeah.
So yeah, that's something you would read from a joke book. It's a different discipline, but yeah, like that's one of the few books I still have from my childhood. I have this thin joke book, a color green joke book that I got from my older brother, and I still have it here somewhere. And it's all worn out because uh, I've lent it to pretty much all my friends when I was in grade school, and it was something I always had in my bag. This green joke book. Uh, I'll look for it and then I'll send you a picture.
And you also have a photographic memory, so you probably know all the jokes there, but they're kind of green. So Althea Aswani is saying, right, right,
Oh,
right.
hello, Tete. Yeah, Althea is a good friend who I met in 2004, I think. Yeah, 2004 in Carlos, in one of the bars along Carlos Palanca Street. That's where I met Althea or Tete. Hello, Tete.
Hello, Tetet. And then she said that Stress Awareness Month started in the 90s. I didn't invent
Okay,
it. It started in the 90s.
okay.
Thank you for that info,
There, you made a
Tetet.
new friend.
Hi, Tetet. Thanks for that. And then Marvy Miang, she's got a joke and she's saying, here's
Okay.
my April Fool's joke. What monster plays the most April Fool's jokes?
Okay.
This is like a kitty thing for it's Frankenstein, which is crack April Fool's. So cool. Okay, and
Ah,
then John O'Flynn is saying, I got Tongki's joke.
John O'Flynn.
That's my
Hello,
husband watching.
that's
Hello,
your
John.
husband.
He's
Hello,
watching.
John O'Flynn.
So, Mike, you're also a writer. So, what do you usually write about? Because you also write for TV shows in the
No,
Philippines, right? They're called.
well, I write for one TV show. I write for a gag show, so I write comedy sketches, and for another show, I write story ideas, and I also translate. Uh, so for that particular sitcom, which is in Filipino, so I translate the show into English for subtitling because it also airs in the States. So it's a different discipline because there are some Filipino words that have no English equivalent. So sometimes you have to do a contextual kind of translation, or if it's a Filipino idiom, you have to look for the American equivalent. So it's a lot of fun. The story ideas, on the other hand, well, you basically just have to submit like summaries of plots that you feel might be good for the characters that they can include in the script. So yeah, that's what I've been busy with during the pandemic because it's work from home. I don't have to go out, so I do all my work via Zoom and email.
So, as a comedian and the kind of work that you do, well, you performed a lot on stage, and then so what's your tip on avoiding stage fright? I mean, how could we not be
uh,
scared
there's really no way of
performing?
avoiding it. I guess you just have to accept that you're gonna get nervous and try to deal with it. Like I still have stage fright until now, and I think the best way for you to not get stage fright is to prepare really well for what you're about to do on stage. Like if you've practiced enough, you rehearse your jokes, you've done your homework, you've scouted the crowd and all that. So the more prepared you are, the less nervous you get. But in my experience, that stage fright thing never really disappears. It's still there. Just have to deal with it like every other issue you might have in your life.
Yeah, so just deal with it, and then the more you actually do it, the better you get, or the better
Yeah,
you are at
the better you are at
performing.
dealing with the stage fright.
Yeah. So more jokes coming up. Even John, my husband, has a
Yes,
joke, and
John, I wanna listen to John O'Flynn's joke,
his
please.
joke is, I don't have stress, but I am a carrier. Okay. Donkey Gra has a joke. Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? So Tongi's asking, why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? His answer is,
Because I can I guess the answer?
yes, go for it.
Because I don't have stress, I'm a carrier. There.
Okay. Tongi's answer is in case they get a hole in one. And then Billy Tang is saying greetings from Malaysia. And then Tongi
Greetings.
Gra, greetings. And Tongi Gra
Hello.
is saying, he's asking, what do you call a fish wearing a bow tie?
Fish wearing a bow tie. Uh,
It has something to do with the fish. It's sophisticated.
Sophisticated. Okay. I'm a sophisticated fish.
Yeah. So like, do you have any more jokes or?
No, I don't.
Yeah, actually, that's the thing. So the thing
I'm
is,
gonna message. I'm gonna message John afterwards and ask him to explain his
yeah,
joke.
yeah, and also because it's April Fool's Day, so it's the other way around. It's people making you laugh this time instead
Right.
of
Exactly.
you making. You're given a break today because comedian is
Yes.
your
Thank
being a
you.
comedian.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Sorry. I like. If I have friends who are watching, it's only Viva who can see the comments. So I'm not snobbing you guys or anything. It's just that we're on Zoom connected to FB Live, and the comments go straight to Viva. So I basically don't see anything in the comment section. So hi to everyone. Just
Yeah,
message
so
me later. So they're gonna message me later privately. I was watching. You didn't comment. I hate you now. No.
so Mike, I guess this is the time that you share your details. How could our virtual audience get in touch with you?
Well, I have a fan page here on Facebook. Just type Mike Unson on the search. Sorry, what do you call that? The search bar, or just search Mike Unson, and I have a fan page. Or you can add me if you like. Just add me. Send me a friend request on my personal page, also Mike Unson. But you have to send me an essay on why you want to be my friend on Facebook.
And you also had a joke about your book before. It's like there was something there. That was really a funny joke too. I
Oh
still
yeah,
remember
yeah.
it. Yeah, it was really good.
That's from my that's from the first few years. I haven't
Yeah.
done that joke. Actually, I can't remember it right now. I'll have to check my video. I'll look for it. I have all my shows. I have DVDs of the shows I did at your store here in my room somewhere.
Yeah, so we're just gonna share the links of the videos that you, well, the jokes, the shows that you've had, so that they can just click on it and watch it later
Yeah,
on.
please. Yeah, just
Yeah, and
search
so
Mike Unson on YouTube. And yeah.
yeah, so Mike, this is the final question. So
Okay.
our question to you is, what is your inspiring message to the world?
Inspiring message to the world. Life short, do what you love. There. As long as it's legal, okay.
As long as it's
And
legal.
yeah, as long as it's legal, and it's never too late to start something new. Actually, that's not my inspiring message. I heard that from a movie. But yeah. So if you're thinking of starting a new hobby, starting a new career, always remember that it's never too late. There you go.
That is very inspiring, Mike. And then, so just a final joke from Tongi Gra. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved. So, Mike, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence, words of wisdom, and
My
inspiring the
pleasure.
world with
It
your
was my
story.
pleasure. Thank you.
So, And then also, we would like to share a quotation by Mike Unson. We actually do have a
What?
quote from you. Yeah, we
What?
do. Could you read it, Mike? What does it say?
Where did you get this? Connection is a
Online.
powerful thing. Hello, can you hear me? Connection is a powerful thing and it has the power to make people feel good. That's what we should be using our words for, to make people feel good, and everything else will follow. Be kind, be a force of kindness. Wow. Oh, you got this from the Human Thesaurus podcast.
Yeah, it's your quote, Mike.
Right, right. So
And
guys,
then,
if you wanna hear that interview, it's on Spotify, the Human Thesaurus podcast.
yes, and also we would like to, oh, could you see this one, Mike?
Okay, wait, it says Viva is sharing.
Oh, it's still
Started
sharing.
screen sharing.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see
it
if
stopped
this one
sharing.
works.
Says here, Viva has refused to share.
Did it really say? Could you see this?
Oh, yes, yes,
Congratulations, Mike, on your Inspiring
yes.
Humanitarian Award.
I have an inspiring humanitarian award. Doctor, thank you very much, Dr. Abdul Basid
Asif
Sayed.
Syed.
I hope
Yeah,
Basid
he's our
Sayed, the
founding
founder chairman.
chairman.
Thank you very much. Wow, April Fool.
Congratulations.
Happy April Fools. Yes, I got an award on April Fool's Day. Yay! It's the highest
Yay.
point of my life.
And yeah, and then so in honor of international recognition for your virtual and persistently serving and inspiring humanity with your noble deeds, World Humanitarian Drive would like to award you, Mike Unson, with Inspiring Humanitarian Award. So thank you for all your humanitarian works and also for making people laugh. And here's to many more. So
Thank you.
yeah, congratulations, Mike. So, is there anything else you'd like to add, Mike?
No.
So,
Thank you for watching.
yeah, thank you. And this is also like your day off because this is April Fool's Day. So it's like we also entertained you today as well. So,
Yeah,
Mike and
thank you
son,
very much. Thank you for all the jokes from our friends all over the world. Thank you for joining us here on Inspiring Millions Show. And yeah, happy April Fools.
thank you, Mike Unson, stand-up comedian, writer, and translator from the Philippines. We hope you enjoyed today's discussion with Mike Unson, that it motivated you to see the humor in life, to not take everything so seriously, to pursue your life's vocation, and have fun at work. Here on Inspiring Millions Show, we present you with brilliant people from around the world, so feel free to connect with them on social media, and together, let's make a difference in the world. We definitely all need inspiration, especially in these times. Listening to people's stories enrich our lives. So if today's discussion inspired you, please like it, share it, send us a comment. Do share with us your takeaways from today. Follow us on our social media accounts. Click subscribe on our YouTube channel, WHD Media. Visit our WHD website, whd.org.uk, for more inspiring events. WHD would like to greet all those celebrating their birthdays and special milestones this week. Happy celebrations, happy month of April, and happy April Fool's Day. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. On behalf of WHD team, especially those working behind the scenes, WHD Chairman Dr. Abdul Basit Saeed, WHD Director of Global Operations, Ms. Sarah Wilson, WHD's 12 Honorable Secretary Generals, we thank you, our virtual audience from around the world, for joining us and supporting our show. This has been World Humanitarian Drive's Inspiring Millions Show. I'm Viva O'Flynn. Please join us again next week. We will have an interesting discussion with Shingai Andrada of the USA as we inspire the world here on Inspiring Millions Show. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Happy April Fool's Day. Thank you. We're still live. Thank you, everyone.